WMDX 92.7. John and Gordy in the morning. Dom controls. He's taking your calls too, and we want you to listen to the Civic Media app and join us if you can. Just go to WMDX on the Civic Media app. Then you can text us or voice note us or just give us a call. And
yes.
I don't even know what the phone number is.
Well, John, let me just tell you what that phone number is. 608-879-8255. Would you like me to repeat that? 608-879-8255. Yeah. So good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's John and Gordy, and we're off and running here.
Yeah.
We've got mostly cloudy skies and 36 degrees. Highs today in the upper 50s, and the clouds are going to stay with us through most of the day.
Well, that's nice to know. A nice cloudy day, you know. Every day is a cloudy day. For
you
me.
have a cloud over your head right now.
I know. I bring it with me.
Follows you around.
Just, But, there's a lot of stuff going on. We do not have the time to cover it all here today.
We do what we can.
We will try to include a lot of it tomorrow as well, because I discovered a whole bunch of stuff overnight. And this morning, my wife is, sometimes when she can't sleep, she scrolls, and boy, did she find some stories. And
really? There's
just so much out there that it is a fire hose of nonsense. Nonsense that will destroy and kill all of us. Right?
Okay, well, thank you for keeping us posted. Good morning, Dom. How are you this fine morning?
I'm doing pretty good, yeah.
How was your visit to the doctor? Anything happen with that?
Fill us in, boy. Come on,
we're worried about you.
Yeah.
Man, they just told me that I have to keep a food journal, and I have to worry about my dairy intake, and that's all they said. And they've been saying that for the past 10 years.
Well,
have you tried to cut back completely on dairy?
Yeah, eliminate
Find
it.
out what's going on? Maybe lactose intolerance?
No.
You haven't tried, or you don't know?
I haven't tried.
Well,
because I love dairy.
Well, maybe that's what they're trying to
Maybe
tell
they're trying
you.
to tell you that, yeah.
Maybe, but I love dairy so much.
Do you?
Yeah, I can't give it
Well,
up.
it's mostly just milk.
Yeah.
So the cheese doesn't really have that much of an effect. Sour creams don't have that kind of effect, believe it or not. And
Are you lactose
and
intolerant?
creams don't.
John?
I am.
Yeah.
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had stomach problems all my life until the doctors discovered lactose intolerance. So it was them that discovered it. I was hearing about it, but I didn't know, and they asked me to fill out a diary, which I thought was a complete waste of time. I mean, you eat all these different things all day long. How do you keep a diary?
And I did that a couple years back, and I just completely, I left it because I forgot about it. I just eat random stuff throughout the day.
How long are you supposed to keep this diary?
They said a month, so about 30 days.
Come back in 30 days,
Yeah,
please.
Yeah.
Oh, God. You fell for that. It's just kids, man. They take that kind of crap. Boy, if that were my doctor, I'd be grilling him solid on this stuff.
Oh, boy. We'll have Lisa Bernard joining us in a little while, in about a half hour, from the Dane County Humane Society with some unusual pet suggestions.
Is that a mouse?
Well, it's a mouse or a hamster or some sort of rodent. I'm not sure. It looks like there may be several.
Yeah. Yep.
And a dog and a cat. Yeah, we'll find out from Lisa Bernard in a little while. Do we have the sunrise and sunset times? We didn't check it yesterday, and a lot of people came up to me, on the street and asked me, why didn't John do the sunrise and the sunset? I don't know. Talk to him. That's what I say.
No wonder so many people
deal.
were asking me about it. I thought that was a little unusual.
Did they go to Costco and stop you there?
Everybody in Costco was asking me, but come on, man, buy your own Samsung watch. 7:27 this morning is sunrise time. Gee, that's really late. We better
we
adjust
fall back.
those clocks.
That's this weekend.
Oh, no, really?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh, great.
We fall back.
All right. And, because it's way out of proportion here.
Yeah.
Sunset time is 5:54.
Okay. All right.
So if we set the clocks back,
here we go.
It's going to be 4:54 sunset time.
you got a problem with that?
I do. I take my dog out before sunset, and if I can't take her out for that last 2 hours that, I'm so used to, she's so used to, it's going to be, she's going to drive us damn nuts.
Freak out.
We won't be able to watch TV at night at all. I mean, they bother you. When they want something to do, they bother. You had a border collie.
I did. Yeah, I've had a couple.
They don't leave you alone.
Right. No, they don't. If they want something, they let you know.
Yes, they let you know, and they keep letting you know until
you discover what that is.
Well, until you're driven insane, and you have to go into the rubber room and calm down a little bit.
Rubber room. Let's go to the phones. Matt is on the line from Middleton this morning. What do you have for us, Matt?
Morning, guys. The more I learn about Mussolini, the more revealing it is of what Trump is doing, because it's really crazy.
Yeah.
Mussolini came up with "drain the swamp." That was his line.
Oh,
really?
And the other thing is the relationship between a narcissistic, non-religious authoritarian with the church, because the church is full of a lot of rubes that you can control and convince to do things. And you don't have that strong enough block to support you without corrupting the church. And if you look back at when the Black Lives Matter protests and he held up the Bible, that's what that signal was.
Okay.
And they also have to do big moves like destroying the White House to leave their mark, and also kind of because now they're talking about Trump as being the builder, right? Because he's destroying so many things, so they have to
rebuild.
You know what I mean? There's that projection, and they have to create the opposite image in his cult.
Right? Yes.
But as far as pets, my girlfriend's moving in soon, and I'm going to have a dog, a cat, and a snake. All of a sudden, I don't have any pets.
She's got a dog, a cat, and a snake?
Yeah, and the cat gets on the snake's aquarium and triggers him, so the snake's hungrier.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot.
All right. Well, keep us posted on that. See how that works out.
Everything you brought up kind of makes sense in regards to Trump, but then again, he isn't that smart in order to carry out all of the things that you just mentioned.
That's a mistake, I think. We can't assume that he's stupid. He's not. He's playing us. There's a plan to this, and because he learned on The Apprentice that there's the show, there's the front cast, the people that are in the camera, and then there's the background. So all the propaganda we see in the news and stuff, that's the show.
Yeah.
But what's really happening is the dangerous stuff behind the show, like this war with Venezuela that he's going to start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah. In fact, he probably has memorized every little detail of what these dictators eventually do and how they carry it out, and that's his real agenda. That's what he likes. That's his favorite thing. That's his hobby, and he's carrying that out. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing.
But a sign of hope really is that Mamdani guy, because it turns out the opposition leader in Turkey against Erdogan, he was a similar figure. He went door to door, just walked the streets for weeks and months, just talking to people, and he became such a popular figure that Erdogan had to put him in jail because he was such a force after that.
Well, I know there's opposition to Orban as well. Orban's gotten a lot of blowback. In fact, it doesn't look good for him. So, we'll see about all of this.
Yeah, and they're trying to take away the citizenship of Mamdani.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well, they don't like. Yeah, they don't like. As I was watching Mike Johnson, lay into Mamdani yesterday, I was thinking to myself, this reminds me of the old toothpaste commercials where you put up the invisible shield and the decay. They would get really angry and mad, and they'd be, shouting at the invisible shield.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I was thinking. They're really angry. They're really mad. They're going to do something about it, but they can't because the invisible shield, which is Antifa, or the forces that are against fascism. I don't know why that would be a villainous thing or a terrorist organization, but my head can't stretch around those ideas that far. It's beyond anybody's hope. Okay, well, hey, Mark is trying to help you out with your milk intolerance,
He's
which
sending us a
it's
text,
possible.
yeah.
It's possible. He says the lactose-free milk is great. The sad thing is that Woodman's had gallons of lactose milk from Sassy Cow.
Yeah.
That's gone. I haven't seen another Sassy Cow gallon of milk. And the good thing about it was they were about $4.50 for a gallon. But that's the price of a half gallon.
Ooh.
For all the other lactose milk producers that you can buy at the stores. So I don't know why they stopped, but for people that need lactose-free milk, Sassy Cow, get your act together, man. I'm really angry. I'm ticked off. And then, by the way, Mark also said that there is also A2 milk.
A2?
As
What-
well.
Yeah, I wonder what A2 milk. What is A2 milk?
A2
I don't know.
milk is a different kind of protein. It's a cow that in their milk they have a different kind of protein. It's not the regular every lactose form. I don't know. There's something in it. But here's the thing. I think I tried it and I didn't really find it worked. It still has lactose in it, I believe, in some way, shape, or form. So I'm not sure. The jury's still out on A2. I'm not sure what to do with that. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm not, the jury's still out in my mind. I'm going to have to try it. That's it.
Well, maybe we should have a taste test one of these days. Bring in some
Maybe I'll
different
bring
types of milk.
Maybe I'll bring in A2 milk tomorrow. We
Yeah,
can all
fine.
try it on air.
No, let's not do that.
I'll get our stomachs going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I need.
We were talking about, Dom and I, before the show, we were talking about Amazon. You've seen these things every year. They sell pallets of stuff, just leftover stuff from the warehouse.
No.
They
yeah.
box up these pallets, and I guess they sell thousands of these for really discount price. You don't know what you're going to get.
All mysterious.
There's
Yeah.
3 different sizes, right? Like $40, $60, and $80. But it's a whole pallet of electronic stuff.
Wow.
Like
I'll take it.
cell phones.
Yeah, did you buy something?
No, we were thinking we should get everybody pitch in.
Yeah.
And that way everybody gets something.
Maybe
That'll be our Christmas
maybe
to
we can
ourselves.
build our studio here.
The way we want to have it.
We can finish.
Okay.
We can finish it.
Well, they had all kinds of headphones
Yeah.
and laptops, and in one pallet. I mean, it seems like a real bargain, and it's all new stuff. It's not. It's not
and
junk
if you don't
or-
want it, go to your local hoarder, and they'll take the rest.
That's right. Just getting going on a Tuesday morning. We'll be back with more of John and Gordy on WMDX after this.
Loss is frustrating. If you're not sure what others are saying in conversations because of loud background noise, why not call Madison Hearing Aid Center? 608-249-4077 is their number. They offer fast and flexible appointments. Talk to Jim or Sarah. They're helping people change their lives with better hearing. Get a free hearing test online at MadisonHearingAidCenter.com. That's MadisonHearingAidCenter.com, 4706 Cottage Grove Road in Madison. Tell them John and Gordy sent you.
Are you ever questioning when life will slow down? Are you ever thinking of just relaxing and enjoying the simple things? All of this is possible, even while still being in the workforce. Worthington, Minnesota is a town growing, yet it's nothing like metro life. Professional and labor jobs, a beautiful lake, bike trails, recreation, acres of public hunting, festivals, and great people. Slow down. We're just a short drive away, so come join us. Worthington, it's worth a look.
We were in the bottom 10 states for creating jobs and for entrepreneurial activity.
Is Representative Tom Tiffany right? Does Wisconsin rank among the bottom 10 states in job creation and entrepreneurship? Yes, although not in every business climate ranking. National Business Capital, a business lender, ranked Wisconsin 42nd for starting a business, while Simplify LLC, a publication serving startups, ranked it 43rd. But Wallet Hub and U.S. News ranked Wisconsin's business climate in the mid-30s, and CNBC and a poll of CEOs both ranked it 21st. From 2018 to 2025, Wisconsin added 63,300 jobs, ranking 40th nationally, according to the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia. I'm Trisha Young for Wisconsin Watch. Fact briefs are bite-sized fact checks of trending claims produced by Wisconsin Watch and GigaFact. Read more at wisconsinwatch.org.
Monster savings are creeping in this October at Verlo Mattress of Madison. Save hundreds off of mattresses, bed frames, sheets, pillows, and more. American-made, locally crafted. Hunt down these monstrous deals before they vanish at Verlo Mattress of Madison.
Phone calls, we want your phone calls. Gotta have your phone calls today. Here's the number to call. That's 608-879-8255.
What's that number again?
That's 608-879-8255. WMDX, Madison.
Yeah, baby. You like that?
I do like that.
608-879-8255.
I don't think anybody put together a phone number like
For a
that
jingle?
before, ever.
That was great.
Yeah, no one's having a phone number jingle.
You want to hear it again?
You are groundbreaking.
Play it again.
Yes, play it again. Now you caught me
Phone
by
calls,
surprise.
we want your phone calls. Gotta have your phone calls today. Here's the number to call. 608-879-8255.
What's that number again?
That's 608-879-8255. WMDX, Madison.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, now, did you add that other effect in there?
Yeah. Yeah, I put that in.
Okay, I was going to say.
That's
if
called
you
the
can get-
telephone
if you
effect.
can get, if you can get AI to throw in a telephone effect,
Yeah.
that's pretty tremendous. I like that a lot.
Well, yeah, thank you.
Listeners
me
probably hate it.
Well,
but
they can call us and tell us. Now they know the number. Well, makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
What your problem is.
Yes, let us know.
Okay.
Man, that is great stuff.
Yeah, I've been fooling around with AI, making some jingles here and
You
there.
are the wizard.
I had to do some editing afterwards.
He sent me like 30 cuts of all just random
I
stuff.
know. I went down the rabbit hole on this thing. But, yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I was stuck, with making long songs. So
Yeah.
and it was very frustrating. I just had to stop.
I find the shorter the better on these things. Somehow AI starts to it knows what you want after after you
Yeah,
work with it
yeah.
for a while. It's like, oh, okay, well, here's something.
So
something
you only
else.
give it a few lyrics, and it has to work with that. Then you can edit it up.
Yeah, the key is try to create lyrics that are sort of poetic, like there's rhyming in there, and the syllables are rhythmic. I mean, line to line. Never mind. I don't know what I'm trying to explain. Just got to work with it and play with it. So, anyway.
Well, you could always, when we have Dr. Tim Slecker in here, he likes AI a lot. You give him
I
a
should
few
make
tips
a busted.
on.
I'll make a busted pencils
yes,
jingle.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll work on that.
Yeah, shock him.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
He'll be with us on Thursday. Right?
All right.
In about a half an hour, we'll be talking with Lisa Bernard from the St. Joe County, or from the Dane County. Boy, flashing back to Indiana. Dane County Humane Society. Okay. Worked with the Humane Society over there for many years.
Well, that's
St.
good.
Joe.
That's
Okay.
good. Boy, I don't know.
What else? Weather today looks fine. Mostly cloudy, no rain. High near 57 right now. It's 37 degrees here.
CBS
Oh, no.
taking over, new owners, and
And the new CEO.
the CEO's doing the news department is not good.
Yeah.
In fact, they're starting to attack guests on the talk shows and giving them questions that you would hear mostly on Fox News. and accusing some of the Democrats of doing things that only a Fox News anchor would accuse them of doing. So we're seeing a complete turnaround on CBS News, one of the big stations. The thing that I'm thinking about this is again over the air, and the FCC controls over the air stations.
Right.
And if we have a problem with what's happening on an over the air station, this isn't like cable complaining about the Fox News host.
Right.
If they start goofing off, if they start sounding very, very partisan and political, we might have a case suing CBS. They are an FCC-controlled station, over-the-air station. So this is different. This is a different ball game. I don't think they know it, and they're going nuts here. Let's see what happens. But I hope somebody takes the mantle on this and then goes forward and sues CBS for, whatever they're trying to do content-wise.
Well, John Dickerson announced that he's leaving CBS, and that's a
He's
big
been
loss.
there for many, many years.
Been there a long time.
Wow.
And they just made him the anchor of the evening news again,
they
6
did.
months ago or less.
Yeah.
With Maurice, whatever, I've forgotten Maurice's name. But anyway, it's a two-person anchor show. But John Dickerson leaving CBS, man,
can't handle it.
Yeah.
And it's a downward slide from here. That's for sure. Yeah. And you never know about the John and Gordy show.
What are you talking about?
Well,
What do you mean?
we're controlled by the FCC as well.
Wow.
We're over the air.
Yeah.
Still, even though we're doing our podcasts, very important, those podcasts.
They're not going to take away our
cameras.
They're not going to take away our third-class FCC licenses, are they? That we used to have to get in the 70s?
You know what? We haven't renewed them in a long time.
I know.
They'll probably get us on that technicality.
They could. Yeah, you don't need those anymore.
No.
But remember, you had to have that posted in the studio or somewhere in the building.
did.
You had to have a third-class license if you wanted to be on the air. To take meter readings, that was really what the deal was. Got to have a license to look at a meter.
It never really helped, taking a meter reading, right?
No.
We didn't know what we were looking at.
Exactly. They just made it up or used the numbers from 4 hours ago.
And then, of course, a salesperson from the station would come in. You're not on the air. Or really? We got a call from Texas. We're broadcasting in Texas now. So,
those were the
We'd
days.
always find out just a little too late that something was going wrong with the transmitter.
Yeah. All right. It is 6:29, and coming up right around the corner, we've got the Midwest Food and Farm Report, and then we'll get into Idiocracy. Always something to talk
there.
about there. Yeah. It's all straight ahead on John and Gordy for this Tuesday morning. Coming right back.
FM and WMDX, talk radio that actually talks to you. Madison, Wisconsin. Students, government, lakes, and 92.7 WMDX.
Smart Swaps. It's a new initiative from the dairy industry to try to help school lunch programs move their way through regulation. I'm Pam Yankee, starting you off before the opening bell on a Tuesday morning. Quick look at what's happening in agribusiness news. The effort spearheaded by the National Dairy Council. They want to help with the challenges that school nutrition professionals face trying to meet evolving USDA school meal standards. Katie Bombach is the vice president of school nutrition for the National Dairy Council. She said some of the unique flavors and blends they've developed are being tested on students. And she says students don't have a filter.
Some fun examples include a few cold or portable options like apple pie overnight oats. There's a strawberry pancake yogurt parfait and a frozen yogurt bark. Kids are wonderfully honest. There's no filter. A few of our favorite comments from students included, quote, put this on our school meals with an exclamation point, and then it tasted really good, 10 out of 10. But it was a great reminder that taste testing is essential. What sounds good on paper doesn't always resonate or land with students.
Katie Bombach with the National Dairy Council says that they enlisted the help of about 2,500 students across the region to do a little taste testing on their recipes. They're now up to about 25 new or updated standardized dairy recipes as part of their Smart Swaps, helping the school lunch program. Markets are next.
As the weather changes, it can start to impact feed quality. Don't let your cows become the victims of the ration roller coaster. Adding Generator Elite to your herd's ration can introduce beneficial microbials that support gut health and help the herd navigate the highs and lows of feed quality, all while using less than an ounce per day per cow. Learn more about Generator Elite at bio-vet.com.
Innovation, that's BioVet.
The Wisconsin Agribusiness Classic is Wisconsin's premier agribusiness industry event, drawing interest and participation from all segments of the industry throughout the Midwestern states. Mark January 13th and 14th down on your calendar to be at the Kalahari Resort and Convention Center in Wisconsin Dells. The depth of coverage and exhibits provided during the conference makes it clear why the Wisconsin Agribusiness Classic is Wisconsin's premier industry event. For more information or to register, visit wiagribusiness.org.
On Monday, barrel cheese was up 2.5 at $1.79.5. 40-pound block cheese gained 2.25 at $1.80, but double A butter drifted 1/4 cent lower to $1.60 a pound. The November Class 3 milk that goes into cheese is up a penny this morning, $17.90. December corn is currently 2 cents stronger at $4.31. November beans are up 11, $10.79. July wheat right now up 3.5 at $5.68 a bushel. Just a quick market snapshot on a Tuesday. I'm Pam Yankee. Catch Farm Report updates throughout the day from the Midwest Farm Report, right here on 92.7 WMDX.
It is going to be mostly cloudy today. Our high right around 59 this afternoon with wind out of the east at around 5 to 15. Tonight, scattered showers likely. Our low in the upper 30s to low 40s. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high of 57. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Right now, it's 34.
No fear here, just monster savings at Verlo Mattress of Madison. This October, the only thing creeping near your bed is a deal too good to miss. We custom make every mattress so you know exactly what's inside. No tricks, just treats. Save hundreds on mattresses, foundations, headboards, sheets, and more. Monster savings at Verlo Mattress of Madison. Upgrade your bedroom and unleash the sleep of your dreams. American made, locally crafted, Verlo. Hurry in before these monster savings vanish. Verlo Mattress of Madison.
Join me, Tom Hartman, each and every weekday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Tom Hartman program right here on Civic Media. I talk about the issues that all Wisconsinites can get behind, from unrigging our economy so it works for all of us, not just the billionaire class, to improving our representative government, to delivering on the promise of we the people. Tune in middays right here on your local Civic Media station from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Tom Hartman program. Tag, you're it.
Maggie Dawn.
At 5 o'clock, I talk with Chicago attorney Robert Held, who is among the protesters who were detained for protesting outside the ICE facility in Broadview. We discuss his 8 hours in custody.
The Maggie Dawn Show.
Human evolution does not necessarily reward intelligence, with no natural predators to thin the herd.
Oh my God!
There is a place without boundaries, a place without limits.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
A place that is about to be violated.
Idiocracy. For the smartest guy in the world, you're pretty dumb sometimes.
Yes, WMDX. 92.7. This is John and Gordy hanging out in the studio. We're kind of going through our paperwork here. We got a lot of stories to manage this morning. And what was this? We got something from Catherine, right? She's listening.
Yeah, we got a text. We were talking about losing our FCC licenses or third-class license.
Yeah.
You used to have those.
We had to go to Chicago to get these damn things, too.
Yes.
Wow.
And it was not easy.
No.
I mean, it wasn't like an easy test. You just,
Oh, no, it was a tough test.
Yeah, I had to go, I think twice I had to go.
A lot of
times.
electronics. Yeah, I went twice.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to know how to read meters, basically.
I didn't even know how I passed the second time.
took
But
a
you know,
guess on
it
most
was
of the
preparing.
stuff,
It was studying for it. I hung out at a restaurant called Sambo's. Do you remember Sambo's?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
Downtown.
a coffee shop, a regular family coffee shop with pancakes, and
Yeah.
I went through like 80 pots of coffee just studying for that damn test.
Yeah. Ah, those were the days. But somehow they got rid of that requirement for on-air
they
people.
did. Yeah, all of a sudden, lucky I didn't go for the first class license.
Right. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, we got a text from Catherine, as Dom mentioned, says, you're controlled by me, not the FCC. Okay, thanks for the reminder there.
Oh, sure.
Boss
Yes.
lady. Yeah.
Yes, we always tell her that.
Hey, check out the WMDXradio.com webpage. You can find out all kinds of great things, things that are going on behind the scenes here, and also our new local events page. Really cool. Upcoming events and activities all around Madison. Just go to WMDXradio.com and click on local events.
You know, there's a lot of speculation that the ballroom is being put in because there might be, a place for Trump to hide out underneath the ballroom, a little cubby hole, that he can crawl into like some kind of scurrying rat.
Oh, come on. It's not going to be a small cubby hole. It's going to be a huge bunker, luxury bunker, underground.
Sure.
Yeah, underground living.
But of course,
At its
this thing
finest.
isn't going to be done unless, he's really fast at building. And he doesn't pay his
Take
contractor,
years.
so who's going to do that?
Yeah.
So anyway, we're thinking that he's certainly going to attempt to be a third-term president. Right? Now, Steve Bannon is on board with that. He's nuts. He's insane. He's deadly serious about making Trump president in 2028. So let's listen to Cut 206. This is Steve Bannon.
Well, he's going to get a third term. So Trump 28. Trump is going to be president in 28. And people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
There's many different alternatives. At the appropriate time, we'll lay out what the plan is. But there's a plan, and President Trump will be the president in 28. We had longer odds in 16 and longer odds in 24 than we got in 28. And President Trump will be the president of the United States, and the country needs him to be president of the United States. We have to finish what we started. And the way we finish it through Trump, Trump is a vehicle. I know this will drive you guys crazy, but he's a vehicle of divine providence. He's an instrument. He's very imperfect. He's not churchy, not particularly religious, but he's an instrument of divine will. And you can tell this of how he's pulled this off. We need him for at least one more term, right? And he'll get that in 28.
You're not driving me crazy. I'm really I'm trying to understand the coherence of the things you've just told me in the last few minutes. On the one hand, you've said the Constitution is fit for purpose. Secondly, you've said that President Trump needs another term, even though the 22nd Amendment makes pretty clear that he cannot have another term.
Why does it make that clear?
Because he's on his second term already.
At some point in time, we will make sure we go through Zanny and define all those terms.
But even if you find a way to undermine you will be undermining the spirit of that amendment, even if you find some way around it. And to those
Can the
people
American people, if the American people, with the mechanisms that we have, put Trump back in office, are the American people tearing up the Constitution? Would that be tearing up?
Well,
would the American people be going against the spirit of the Constitution, ma'am?
I think yes, actually, because I think what you will end up with is a populist justification for a quasi-dictatorship.
That's not true at all.
Trump that's what it sounds like.
It's not. Trump is a dictatorship. Did you just see the compromises he had to make on the big, beautiful bill? You see the compromises he has to do on everything, on accommodating Zelensky, on what President Trump. President Trump is nothing but a series of negotiations to kind of keep this thing rolling forward, where he's having trade-offs all the time.
Steve, you've just spent the last 20 minutes telling me we have to smash the other side. There's no room for debate. There's no room for compromise. We must smash them. And now you're telling me this is a negotiation. I mean, that's
no.
I guess that's why it seems to me some kind of tension
First
there.
off, the only way President Trump wins in 2028 and continues to stay in office is by the will of the American people. Okay? And the will of the American people is what the Constitution embodies. And so I think we're going to be in good hands there. We need to finish what we started. And President Trump is the instrument providential instrument to finish this job.
A blunt instrument.
Okay. Well, why would they have the 22nd Amendment in the
Did it
first
end
place?
there?
Is that where it ended? Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Well, if he could run again, then Barack Obama could run again.
Yeah.
Right?
But a good debate.
Yeah.
An excellent debate. He lost that debate.
Damn it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
that was not good. That was not a good show for him. But anybody with an English accent could certainly convince me just by the accent
the way
alone.
they talk? Yeah. Really?
She had me, just with the first word.
I did see you kind of melt there.
Yeah,
She was talking.
But she really nailed him on that, and I think that they really didn't vote for a third term, did they?
No.
When they voted him back in this time around, were they voting for a third term as well? Because that is the claim now for some reason. And by the way,
It's just nuts. I mean,
look, the country is falling apart as we speak. Can you imagine 3 years from now? All of this talk about a third term is not going to matter. He's not going to be able to get that through anything. So anyway, it's an interesting cut. All right, now let's go to something just as surreal, and this is Stephen Miller. And you got to wonder, after listening to this, you just got to wonder, what country was he living in at this time? Could we listen to cut 208? This is 208.
Let me just say, Mr. President, that this country was going to die without you. This country was going to actually die without you. That's what we were facing in 2024. We've been invaded for 4 years. Our communities were sinking. Our public safety had gone to zero. Cartels were running entire communities.
What?
Sex trafficking, child trafficking, labor trafficking was out of control. Overdoses were out of control. The cartels were claiming more and more territory. City services were buckling. This was a country on the verge of dying.
Yeah.
And you alone saved it.
Well,
you alone.
He's so right. Finally, I no longer have a pimp. So I'm out of the sex trafficking business as we speak. God. Yes, we were sinking real low.
Oh, everything was going.
Did
down.
anybody notice that? Anyone in their real life, shopping around, driving to work, anybody notice how bad the country was? Well, we're looking
Things
at
have
it
really
now.
changed.
Well, now we can see it. We have troops out in the streets hauling people into unmarked vans. I heard a story this morning about that.
Yeah?
Because they changed the license plates on their vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes they don't even have the license plate. Right. And get this, they don't. And this was something I forgot about. The paperwork, the paper trail. Mm-hmm. They have. Remember, they were using an encrypted meeting service. I can't remember what the name.
Oh, yeah. What was that? I'll come up with that in a minute.
Yeah. But anyway,
right.
they were using that in order to
communicate with each other.
Yeah, in order to delete it later on.
Right.
So
yeah.
there's no trail of their discussions, when they met, what they talked about, and this is another part of that where they're hauling people away in immigration, citizens, immigrants, and they're covering themselves by not creating a paper trail. So if you rent out that vehicle as an agent, you're taking that particular vehicle out, you sign it out, they don't have the paperwork to sign out anymore, or they destroy the paperwork.
Right.
So this whole thing is just a big cover-up. The whole ICE thing is so corrupt.
I think it was the Signal app.
The Signal app, yes.
Sorry.
So we needed to know that. So this is an administration that's not leaving a lot behind for people to go back and then prosecute them.
Right. Yeah, that's the whole idea with that. Yeah. No trail. Nothing to see here.
Well, it says here, Steve says, if Trump tries to run for a third term, get ready for another civil war in the United States. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Yeah. And Mark, of course, said Bannon is a diseased, pus-filled boil. There you go. I think he summed it up.
Mark.
I think he did a damn good job.
Okay. You can text us on the Civic Media app or give us a call, 608-879-8255.
Now, this story struck me as something kind of interesting to talk about. It's an isolated confrontation that took place on a campus where a pink-haired student yelled, "F you Nazi," okay, to a Turning Point USA student on the sidewalk with her little table signing people up to join up with Turning Point. And I just thought this interaction, let's play it, okay?
Hey, Nazis, can you set up somewhere where I can avoid you easily?
Yeah, thank you. Have a great day.
Nah, you, Nazi. Watch your neck.
Thanks.
Watch your neck.
Wow.
That was her comeback, which I thought was, pretty quick, clever. But at the same time, it may be repugnant for a lot of people. It may be out of place. But this is what's happened in this country. And this is the point I'm trying to make, is that they have pushed everybody so far. The right wing has pushed everybody so far. The MAGAs have pushed everybody so far. Turning Point USA has pushed everybody too far. Charlie Kirk was a very divisive individual. He had friends of color, and that means that he was accepting of color, but he didn't. He never accepted it. He always doubted that those people were qualified for any kind of job. He always covered up his bigotry with laughter or joke. So anyway, they have pushed the left so far now that this is their response to Turning Point USA having a little table out on campus.
Yes.
It was brutal and it was uncalled for, but at the same time, I think everybody on the left is damn well fed up with all of this stuff.
Well, did you see the video of the guy that was dressed like a Nazi? I mean, he had a Nazi uniform on. Oh, we got to find that story because he did the same kind of thing. And it was sort of a party atmosphere. I forget what city this was in, but there was a guy in a full Nazi uniform that just showed up on the street, and he just did it to irritate everybody out there.
Yeah.
Well, they did get irritated, and they told him to leave, and he wouldn't leave, and then it started a scuffle, and then he ended up pushing a woman down on the sidewalk there. And I mean, it really got on hand there for a minute. We'll have to find that.
They
follow up
somehow
on that.
think that there won't be any pushback, any blowback.
Right.
For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
That's right. We learned that in science class, didn't we?
Still working on that concept. I'm trying to disprove it.
Coming back with more. Oh, we've got the Dane County Humane Society with Lisa Bernard right around the corner. Stay with us.
Come work with us. Civic Media has a number of great jobs across the state. Open now at civicmedia.us/careers.
Hey, Gordy, I got to admit, these hearing aids from Madison Hearing Aid Center changed my life.
Mine too, John. I thought I needed subtitles to talk to my grandkids.
And these aren't those old giant clunkers we saw in the old days. It's got Bluetooth, it's rechargeable, the works.
Yeah, my phone connects straight to my ears. I'm basically a cyborg now.
Hey, you just figured out texting last year, too.
Yeah, baby steps. But I did call Madison Hearing Aid Center, and you should too. 608-249-4077.
Good morning, Lisa. Just checking in with you here during this break. How are you?
Good morning. I'm enjoying this commercial about Wisconsin hearing aid that you guys are reading.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
We can't hear you. Yes.
No, we forgot our hearing aids today.
Yeah.
It changed my life for just a few moments and then went back.
Actually,
So
you probably decided you didn't want to hear what you're hearing.
Right.
Yeah. That's how we became friends. We didn't really hear each other.
We couldn't hear each other. We smiled and talked to each other anyway. So you got some
rats,
rats or rodents or mice or
they're rodents. They're so
Hamsters.
Dagus are out of Chile. They're kind of a mixture between like a gerbil, a rat, and a chinchilla.
Oh,
what's it called?
It's called a dagu.
Dagu.
So they're a popular pet nowadays?
Apparently, this is our probably 10th one this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, are you getting them from another part of the country or just locally?
Locally, people are bringing them in and surrendering them, and they just. So these guys were left with a friend, and then the other person never came back to get them. So then they're like, I don't want to keep them. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But They're cute. They're fast.
Are they?
Yeah, they're really fast. Like just watching the volunteer clean their cage, I'm like, watch out for that one.
But they're not. They don't bite, do they? Or I mean,
They can nip, but so do rats.
Yeah. But
And so do hamsters.
that's how the plague was spread, you know.
These guys are healthy. They've been examined.
Okay. All right.
So
Okay.
All right.
I think we're good to go.
Good. Good.
All right.
Well, we
Forward.
won't bring any of this up then.
How much time?
We got about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not say we're spreading the plague. That'd be bad.
If dogs run free, why not we? Across the swooping plain. My ears hear
John and Gordy
a
in the morning.
symphony.
WMDX 92.7. Gordy, just moved to an apartment.
Yes, new location. It's right near a dog park.
You're renting, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, you can take out a wall now and you can put in your own ballroom if you want.
Think so?
It may not be your building, but apparently you can do anything you want, according to the president.
Declare myself president of that building.
Of that
the
building.
condo
Yep.
building, and yeah.
Because people have been talking about putting a ballroom in at that building for years.
Of course they have.
It's about time.
Put a bunker underneath it. I'm all set.
Yeah, there you go.
It is 6:53. Time for us to check in on this Tuesday morning, as we do every other Tuesday, with Dane County Humane Society's Lisa Bernard. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us this morning.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
We have a new kind of pet, at least to us. We have never heard of this before, and it's a popular pet, apparently. So what do we got? What is our first pet today?
So it's called a daegu. It's a type of rodent that's out of Chile. So we just started receiving dagus from members of our community. They've surrendered a few earlier this year, and now we have a new batch. So that we have Puff, who is the 5-year-old mama. She's more gray than her two daughters, Cream and Crunch, who are both 8 months. They're tan in color. And they're looking for a home they could go to together, because dagus do best in pairs or groups. So since we have 3, we would love for them to go to one home. They're not huge. They're each less than a pound. They're about a half pound each. I think they're really cute. They kind of remind me a little bit of a gerbil / rat / chinchilla. And I say chinchilla because they like to take dust baths.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yeah. So Puff, even though she's pint-sized, she has lots of personality. She's really curious and loves to explore, and she'll sit on top and just observe and watch the group. Crunch is really inquisitive and likes to explore, while Cream is curious too, but she tends to explore at her own pace, so she's a little more shy. They love to nest. They'll burrow in their sheets and stuff, so you got to be careful when you're cleaning. So and they like to chew on things, so they need appropriate items to chew on, like rats do.
I mean, if you're not watching the video on this,
yeah, you can see this on Facebook or YouTube.
You really are missing something in the description. They kind of have the appearance of either a squirrel or a rabbit too, a bunny.
Yeah, they're quite an interesting mix, but let me tell you, when they're in that wheel, they love to run in their wheel. They keep really active. They can really exercise. Holy cow. Wow. I'm like, I wish I could run like that.
Well, are they playful? I mean, you bring them out of the cage and, they fetch a ball or anything.
Can you throw them?
Can they do it?
Well, they don't fetch a ball, but they do. You can socialize with them, and it's important to go slowly and socialize. So
Okay.
they're cute though.
We got distracted here for a moment. Okay.
All right.
Well, that's Puff. That's Puff and Crunch and Cream, and,
All right.
and preferably all going to the same home or same owner. Okay.
Let's go to the next pet. here.
Let's please. Let's
So-
go. You got a kitty cat?
We do. We'll go with the more familiar species here.
Yeah.
His name
Okay.
is Spud, and he's an adult. He's very handsome. He has a lot of white, mainly white on his body and his face, and then his back and the top of his head is brown. And I just love how the brown frames his face. And when
Yeah,
he
cute.
looks at you, oh my gosh, his eyes will make you melt. He's just like,
Really?
hello, I love you.
Yeah.
He's got such gentle eyes, and they just invite you in to interact with him. He was found wandering in Middleton and came to DCHS last week. He's very friendly and affectionate, wants attention, asks for it, will even like put his paws a little bit through the bars to be like, hello, come closer. And he just enjoys receiving head scratches. We're learning more and more about him, but he's just super friendly. He's looking for a family who will spoil him with lots of pets and affection, and a home where he could just explore to his heart's content, lay in a window, watch the world outside. So
I do that. So
Yeah, that's.
pretty much my life.
And we have
All
one
right,
more pet
one more
today.
Yes.
A dog.
a dog named Basil. Basil is a 1-year-old, about 21 pounds. He's brindle colored, and they think he's a shepherd mix. He's so sweet. He was transferred last week to us from an overcrowded shelter in Oklahoma. Very fun personality. He's gentle. He takes treats really well. He walks really well on leash too, and he likes to fence run with other dogs. He also enjoys staying close to you when he's in the yard with you. Like, he'll follow you like a shadow.
That's good quality. Good
Yeah.
quality.
So,
How big do you think he'll get?
you know, he's only 21 pounds now, and he's a year. I don't think he's going to grow that much more.
yeah,
So,
Nice smile. He's got a nice smile.
Yeah.
oh, when I was checking him out yesterday, we were saying hello and stuff, and I started walking away. He started whimpering a little bit. He's like, "Where are you going? Come back! I'm not done." So
that's
but
Basil. Okay.
he
I wouldn't last a day in your office.
So it's fun to get all those snuggles, I'll tell you.
It is. It is.
So he's
We
looking
just
for.
have a minute left here, but if people are interested in those pets or others, how do they contact you, Lisa?
They can stop at our shelter when we're open. We're open today at 2 o'clock from 2 to 7. Get on our wait list to ask to meet them, or they could come on Thursday or Friday, or check out our website.
We're out of time, but I quickly want to ask you about Petey, the surgery dog. Doing better? Doing okay?
You mean Ricky?
Oh, it was Ricky. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Ricky. He's
Just a few
recuperating well with his foster, yes.
Excellent.
Very good.
Super. All
Good to
right.
hear. Thank you, Lisa Bernard from the Dane County Humane Society. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks, Lisa. Thank you.
Sounds great. Thanks.
All right. Yep.
Back with more after the news.
We're going to talk about Obamacare and the subsidies. Mike Johnson made some unusual comments.
Bye.
See you, Lisa.
See ya.
Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, there she goes.
So, I heard that.
Yeah. Throw him against the
Marketplace can qualify for what are essentially discounts on their insurance to make it more affordable. Those discounts are set to expire at the end of the year, which would make healthcare coverage more expensive for up to 42 million Americans. Here in Wisconsin, about 313,000 people have plans they bought on the Marketplace, and 88% of those qualify for some sort of tax credit. On average, those tax credits save Wisconsinites $664 a month. But leaders say costs will surge for some people. Governor Tony Evers.
A middle-class family of 4 in Wausau see their premium more than double, going from $886 a month to over $2,300 a month. A 60-year-old couple in Rice Lake making about $85,000 a year could see their premium rocket 800%. That's an annual increase of over $30,000.
And that's just for the premiums to have insurance before even thinking about things like filling prescriptions or going to the ER. Democrats in Congress say they will not agree to end the shutdown unless the tax credits will continue. Republicans have said they would consider extending the tax credits after reopening the government. Milwaukee Congresswoman Gwen Moore.
We're going to see families like this take some risks and simply drop their coverage and just cross their fingers and pray. Maybe we could just get by and show up in the emergency room if something really goes bad.
Data shows when more people are uninsured and healthcare providers, the government, and charities have to absorb these costs, everyone pays more. I'm Savannah Tomei Olson, 92.7 WMDX News.
Badgers basketball in the spotlight. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with Sports College Hoops. The Badgers men's basketball team getting ready to host Campbell University out of North Carolina next Monday night at the Kohl's Center. Wisconsin ranked 24th in the nation. Head coach Greg Gard. Are the Badgers getting some national attention at the start?
Well, I think it's always been on the national radar. Whether you're ranked or not varies from year to year and varies within the year. I think this program is very well respected nationally. I think it's been extremely stable and extremely consistent over the last 25 plus years. So whether you get ranked right away, how high you get ranked, really that's irrelevant. You still have to go play the games.
Baseball, Game 4 of the World Series continues tonight in L.A. The Dodgers winning last night over the Blue Jays 6-5. In a game that lasted 18 innings, Freddie Freeman with a walk-off home run. The Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani, getting on base 9 times, a postseason record with 2 home runs. With Sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
You're listening to 92.7 WMDX, Madison's home for the Todd Allball Show, weekday afternoons from 2 to 4.
It is going to be mostly cloudy today. Our high right around 59 this afternoon with wind out of the east at around 5 to 15. Tonight, scattered showers likely. Our low in the upper 30s to low 40s. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high of 57. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Right now, it's 36.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Where working people come to talk. It's The Rick Smith Show, weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network. Join me for an honest approach to the issues American working families care about. No talking points, no focus groups. Get ready for a heavy dose of democracy, fairness, grit, and no apologies. It's current affairs from a working class labor perspective. Facts are center, science is real, and everyone gets a seat at the table. The Rick Smith Show, weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Pete Schwaba.
On the next Nightlight, I welcome director of Now More Yes, Max Hay. Then Madison-based film critic Rob Thomas and I talk new movies. Let's.
Good morning, Madison. Get ready for a brand new day. Grab a cup of coffee. Pretty soon you will be on your way. Tune in to 92.7. WMDX is like a slice of heaven on your radio dial. John and Gordy will make you smile on WMDX Madison.
Way over the top.
Good morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
It's John and Gordy,
Yeah, it's
92.7 WMDX.
Yeah, well, we had that sung to us.
I
It's
know.
always nice to have somebody, with that kind of powerful voice.
Right.
Amazing the money that we're just throwing around hiring people to do this.
Well, he sounds a lot like Frank Sinatra.
It does, doesn't it?
It's got that big band swing thing happening. 7
yeah.
minutes past the hour. Weather cloudy today. High near 57.
Okay.
Right now 38.
All right.
Okay.
We got the big story coming up in just a moment. It's Mike Johnson making some really unusual comments. We'll get to that in just a moment. We have a reporter out there in Portland waiting to file his report with us here on the John and Gordy Morning Show.
I didn't know we had a reporter in Portland, but we do now, I
guess.
Well,
we do now. Yes,
okay.
we do. And I hate to tip his hand, but fascism won up there in Portland, finally defeating the anti-fascist throngs of inflated costume frogs and unicorns.
Really?
Yes. One right-wing street reporter, and that is our man up there from WMDX. And let's go to him right now. Let's see what he has to say. Go ahead.
Antifa in Portland has lost their battle. You have absolutely nobody outside the ICE building right now. Their encampment has been completely shut down. Police actually came in today and said they cannot no longer be here. It looks like a hoarder's house here, where you have quite literally everything from low supply of water. They had all of their supplies and party supplies in here.
Sounds dangerous.
They even had a barbecue here as well.
Wow.
So this is the end of Antifa for right now. It's been completely dismantled here. It's like the Patriots, the pro-Trump people came in here and outnumbered them for the first time in a long time. And this could be the downfall of Antifa here in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, the downfall of the folks who are fighting fascism. That's always really a good piece of news.
That's our unnamed reporter from Portland.
Yes, thank you very much.
We don't know who he is.
He risked his life to get out there and look at the grills and the water supply that they had. Oh, and the party favors.
Nice.
It's dangerous stuff. You never know what they can do with that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to ask you to think way back. Think way back.
Okay.
Back in here, let me just try and think way back.
Keep thinking.
Now. Let me here.
Yeah.
Yes.
How far back are we going?
Now I'm going back.
Okay.
I needed that.
Okay.
Okay. To July of 2018. Whew, that's a long time ago.
I remember like yesterday.
Yes. I remember when Mark Pocan wanted to introduce legislation to dismantle ICE and implement a humane immigration enforcement system. All right, remember that? That was a big deal.
Yeah.
According to him, he said this: from conducting raids at garden centers and meatpacking plants to breaking up families at churches and schools. See, it happened back then, 2018. ICE is tearing apart families and ripping the moral fabric of our nation. That was Mark Pocan. And he proposed that. Now, in 2018 also, only a quarter of Democrats wanted to eliminate ICE. You think, now, they could have been on the cusp of doing something really well. If they got rid of ICE and reformed it, they wouldn't be able to do what they're doing right now.
Right.
Or maybe not. You never know. But, separating children, you think that would have been that one marker, and that's what was happening back in 2018. But that wasn't enough for most Democrats to get on board and do away with ICE and reform it completely. So it wouldn't be doing what it's doing today. But
well, boy, remember back then, remember the kids in the cages?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to all these kids? We don't know.
They didn't fill out the paperwork for almost half of them.
Right.
So they are now lost in the system,
have
lost
no
in the
idea where
country.
they are.
They can't even find their parents.
Right.
And that's the heartbreak of all of
Unbelievable.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have also been trying to get the Democrats to get out in front. They could have gotten out in front of ICE, right? They could have done away with it, and we wouldn't be where we are today. Now they have a chance to get out in front as far as universal health care coverage in this country, but they haven't done it yet. And if they had, we'd have a great talking point to counter what Mike Johnson said yesterday, but we're not there. And so now we have to kind of
play catch up.
We have to catch up on this thing.
Boy, you got to get ahead of the game at some point.
Because Mike Johnson brought up universal health care as something really horrible that we don't want. Very Marxist, okay? All the other Marxist countries, industrialized countries in the world have universal health care, and it hasn't done anything to their countries, but we got to watch out here in this country because we're weak, apparently, according to the megas. Anyway, this is Mike Johnson at a press conference. It is outrageous. It is exactly what I said it was going to be. They're not interested in doing anything with the subsidies. Let's listen.
The expiring Obamacare subsidy at the end of the year is a serious problem because if you look at it objectively, you know that it is subsidizing bad policy. We're throwing good money at a bad, broken system, and so it needs real reforms. The reason it was never appropriate or never possible to be resolved on a simple CR, stopgap funding measure, is because it's very complicated to fix. But Republicans have a long list of ideas. Leader Scalise has been working with the chairman of our 3 committees of jurisdiction, putting all of that, formulating all that, grabbing the best ideas that we've had for years to put it on paper and make it work. But we know we're going to have to arm wrestle with Democrats over that. Why? Because many of them are avowed to get us to a single-payer system. They do love socialism, my friends. They love Mondami. He wants government to take over everything. They're on board with that program. They think the government can do a better job by taking over health care. We believe in the private sector and the free market and individual providers, their acumen. And we say that if you take the government off their backs and allow for real competition again in health care, you will improve its quality and you will bring down its cost. All of these are important components of that, and we have a lot of work to do, but it is not a simple thing, and I am not going to go in a back room with Chuck Schumer, like he keeps demanding, with 4 people and make this decision. I will not do it. It's not appropriate. It's not right. It's too complicated for that. We need all the members to have buy-in. We need to have these healthy debates and discussions, but we can't do it while they're shutting the government down to appease the Marxist. That's it. That should be your headline.
Okay. That's the headline. Don't appease the Marxists.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
so
man.
the shutdown continues.
Yeah. And Democrat Representative Ted Lieu reacted this way. Republicans cut Medicaid. Republicans cut Medicare. Republicans are refusing to extend the ACA tax credits. This is not fixing health care. This is a full-on assault on health care. All right? And about 40% of adults trust the Dems with health care, 25% for MEGA. The right-wing extremist Club for Growth told reporters, I think most people are going to say, okay, I had a great deal during COVID, but now it's back to business as usual, and I should be paying for health care. No, I don't think anybody's going to say that. And then, of course, Rick Scott, who I guess it was the biggest settlement in history of ripping off Medicare. He was head of the company that ripped them off. He said this about Medicare. Premiums are going up because healthcare costs are going up because Obamacare is a disaster. Now, I've been on this healthcare thing since it started. I remember Ron Johnson ran for office, ran for senator because he hated the ACA, Obamacare as they call it today.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I went back and I got some of the interesting things about free market health care. They want to go back to this system, okay? This is what they want our health care system to look like, not like any other industrialized country in the world. Millions of Americans were uninsured or underinsured. Employer-sponsored health insurance was not always accessible to small businesses or self-employed individuals. Costs were rising rapidly. Many Americans were uninsured because they couldn't afford coverage. That was the big one. Out-of-pocket expenses and deductibles were high. Americans needed health savings accounts.
Oh, yeah.
If they had the money to put in that health savings account in order to help pay for some of their bills, and no one really had that.
Nope.
They opened these health savings accounts but never put any money in it because I did that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Insurance companies could deny coverage or charge higher premiums to individuals with pre-existing health conditions. That resulted in high-risk pools for the sick, often unaffordable as well, and it was supplemented by taxpayers and insurers. And insurers raised their rates on everybody else's premiums to cover the cost of paying for the high-risk pools. I hope you're getting the message here. This wasn't a good system, and it was never a system. It didn't work. It was horrible.
Yes.
It was killing people. How about this? Insurance plans often had a very limited coverage option.
Right.
Because they weren't really complete. Now, that was something a lot of people forgot way back when.
Yeah.
But they didn't offer everything.
No.
Right? Preventive care was almost non-existent. Insurance plans had limits on the total amount of money they would pay out over a lifetime of your policy. And if you exceeded that, you couldn't get another policy at any other insurance company.
Mm-hmm.
Insurers could cancel a policy retroactively, even for minor errors on your application. Once a person became sick or needed care, remember those stories?
Yeah.
They suddenly got a disease of some sort. They needed care.
Right.
But the insurance company would go back in their records to see if there were any mistakes in the application process. And if there were, they'd drop the person.
Yeah.
That's the private system they want to go to.
They want to go back to that.
50 million. 1 out of every 6 of us were uninsured. Some plans, especially cheaper ones, did not cover maternity care. The amount we spent per person in the U.S., $8,745, is at least $4,000 more than the per capita expenditures in all the other countries in the world. Okay? We're paying $4,000 more every year just for our weird system that we have right now. And that isn't free market. The U.S. trails other countries in healthcare outcome measures, from infant mortality to life expectancy. So that is my list of where we want to go, I guess.
Going back in time again.
Yes, let's think.
Was that better?
Yes. Was that?
I don't think so. Wow. Yeah, that's mind-bending.
Yeah.
I mean, when you really think about
it's quite the list.
The way the system was.
And that's what they want to go back to, and they're making fun of us, and they're calling us Marxists for doing something like that.
We got a text here that says, you had me at pre-existing conditions. Yeah, I mean, really, that's it.
Yeah.
By the way, there is an absolutely beautiful sunrise taking place in
Madison
Madison
right
Isn't
now.
We
Great
can
the way
see
it reflects off the windows.
Off of the Overture Center. Yeah, it's actually gorgeous. Anyway, 19 minutes past the hour. We've got a lot more straight ahead. We'll update the weather forecast and have much more on John and Gordy for this Tuesday morning on WMDX.
It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine.
This portion of John and Gordy in the Morning is brought to you by Madison Hearing Aid Center. If you're having trouble with your hearing, do something about it. Talk with the good folks at Madison Hearing Aid Center. They're at 4706 Cottage Grove Road. Call them and make an appointment at 608-249-4077. You can take an initial hearing test online at MadisonHearingAidCenter.com. Don't let your hearing loss frustrate you anymore. They help John and Gordy hear better, and they can help you too. Madison Hearing Aid Center.
Green and Gold football is back at the Lazy Oaf Lounge. Catch the games on 14 large screen TVs. Join Meat and Jersey raffles at halftime during regular season games and enjoy half-price wings and beer bucket specials. And the Lazy Oaf is a great place for lunch with daily specials, soups made from scratch, and fast, friendly service. The Lazy Oaf Lounge, 1617 North Stoughton Road. Find specials, menus, and more at lazyoaflounge.com.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. The Army National Guard has taught me the value of showing respect to those I come in contact with each day. My service also allows me to be there for my community in ways others can't. I help my hometown recover after nature strikes. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country and those I care about safe from threats. I also work with a network of professionals that help me succeed and accomplish the mission. Plus, the Army National Guard education benefits make getting a higher education a reality. Being an Army National Guard soldier makes living and serving in my community more rewarding every day. Learn how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Oh, yes, WMDX 92.7. It's John and Gordy talking about healthcare. Boy, kind of had a long list there. I hope I didn't bore too many people.
Well, there was a lot to go over there.
Or scare too many people. You know, it's that time of the year.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Halloween is coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got some, we have an actual anniversary coming up day after tomorrow.
Oh.
We are celebrating 2 years on the air here at WMDX.
How did that happen?
I don't know. October 30th. That's day after tomorrow. So I'm sure we'll be doing something special, right?
Well, I'm sure. Sure.
We're bringing some donuts for everybody.
Yeah. That'll happen.
That'll be about it. Yeah.
All right.
By the way, okay, I want to do the weather, but
all right.
First of all, you didn't stay up for the Dodgers-Blue Jays game last night, did you? Game 3 of the World Series.
No, I did not. It was a long game, though.
18 innings.
Yeah.
18 innings, and the Dodgers won it with a walk-off homer from Freddie Freeman. And now they're up in the World Series 2-1 over the Blue Jays. I know you don't really care.
Yeah.
Badger football, they have a streak going. They've lost 6 in a row now. That's the worst losing streak in 34 years.
You know, it's time
for Badger football.
It's time for the students in the student section to go naked. I think this time around, just naked,
just to have some fun.
Yeah.
All
right.
Okay.
Just a John and Gordy suggestion there.
And weather for today: some clouds, some. A little break in the clouds here and there. Yeah, it was really a beautiful sunrise a few minutes ago. 57 for a high today. Right now it's right around 40.
All right, let's get to what happened. This happened a week ago or so. The Ice Block app was taken off of their Apple site.
Oh, this is the site that tracks where ice is, right?
Yep. It lets people know where they have been sighted, right?
Yeah.
I got a recording of the creator of Ice Block, Joshua Aaron. He was talking about it, and I thought maybe you'd be interested in what he had to say in regards to that whole situation of getting Apple to take his app off their site, and he was just trying to help. So let's listen to this.
He's giving a message to criminals where our federal officers are, and he cannot do that. And we are looking at it. We are looking at him, and he better watch out.
She asked Apple to pull Ice Block from its app store. Apple did.
We went back and forth with Apple's legal and senior officials in app review for 3 weeks.
and everybody signed off on this. So flash forward with them removing it and then issuing a statement saying, the App Store is safer because this is no longer there. It is so disingenuous because Apple's own map software does exactly the same thing that IceBlock did by allowing users to report speed traps. IceBlock is you see a public sighting of Immigrations and Customs Enforcement agents, you report it, and people within a certain vicinity, that 5-mile radius, get a notification so that they too can avoid that confrontation. This is an early warning system. Throughout the app, there is a message that simply says this is for informational purposes only. We do not want you to be, obstructing law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
But these are scare tactics. This is to rile up their base. This is to scare the public and get the app removed. And unfortunately, big tech acquiesced. When you can see something with your own two eyes and you say to the person next to you, hey, look, I saw something, and they say, oh, look, I can see that too. How is that possibly not protected? As far as what the process should be, there absolutely should be evidence provided to back up the claim. And there should definitely be some sort of an appeals process.
And you've gotten zero evidence?
No evidence, because there can't be any evidence. Pam Bondi, Kristi Noem, Caroline Levitt, for that matter, love to say that IceBlock doxes ICE agents. But that's completely false, because doxing by definition is posting a picture of somebody, their name, their home address, and that would be impossible because IceBlock does not even have a way to include a picture or a video. I have an incredible legal team behind IceBlock, and I can tell your listeners that we are going to fight back in a very big way.
There you go.
Okay. Good for them.
Now, I never had it available on Android.
Oh,
sadly. Yeah, I
Oh, I
wanted
didn't
to
know
see what
that.
Android would have done for that, but it's not there, sadly. But maybe he'll adjust it a little bit and bring it to the App Store.
Well, he made a good point there with speed traps, because you
Yeah.
see that on, when you're driving
Yeah.
around.
Same thing.
Same kind of deal.
But for some reason, and I don't know why megas are happy with the government calling the shots and taking these things down. I thought they were against all of this during the Biden administration, weren't they? We didn't make a big deal about it. They were pretty upset. But they're not upset anymore.
No, apparently not. They're okay with it.
Well, I'm just saying,
Okay. By the way,
yeah,
we're going to check in with Steve Cochran next Monday.
Oh, we
to
are.
See what's
going on in Chicago.
The latest. He's our Chicago reporter on the scene there. Radio personality and podcaster.
Amanda was on last night, and she had a little piece on the great coverage that the TV stations in Chicago are doing, covering the ICE occupation.
Right.
And how they're trying to appear like the National Guard is there, dressing ICE officers in military uniforms to make it seem like the National Guard is there.
Yeah.
Visually, anyway. It's a showbiz thing that Trump is very used to. And we'll play that tomorrow.
It's all a big
We'll get
show.
to that tomorrow.
Right? Okay.
Or maybe next. I don't know. What do you got? Come on.
Okay.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, 608-879-8255. You can always text us on the Civic Media app. Keep in touch with us. We've got the Midwest Food and Farm Report from the fabulous Farm Babe, Pam Yankee, and her crew up next. Then we'll be back with more of John and Gordy. WMDX.
.7 WMDX. Madison, Wisconsin. Students, government, lakes, and 92.7 WMDX.
Drawing attention to agriculture's dependence on labor. That's the goal of a new national coalition of U.S. farmers that's been launched. I'm Pam Yankee with a quick update on what's happening in food and farming news on a Tuesday. The Grow It Here campaign is designed to focus in on agriculture's dependence on foreign labor, and that includes a Wisconsin dairy farmer. Details are on the way.
As the weather changes, it can start to impact feed quality. Don't let your cows become the victims of the ration roller coaster. Adding Generator Elite to your herd's ration can introduce beneficial microbials that support gut health and help the herd navigate the highs and lows of feed quality, all while using less than an ounce per day per cow. Learn more about Generator Elite at bio-vet.com.
Innovation, that's BioVet.
John Rosenau is a Wisconsin dairy farmer that is a part of the Grow It Here movement. He has a dairy operation in the Wamedy Valley, western Wisconsin, outside of Fountain City, that depends heavily on agriculture labor from outside of our borders. And Rosenau says he wants to stress how unique dairy is versus seasonal crop production labor needs. He said the H-2A visa work now isn't working.
The dairy industry has been asking Congress and asking the federal government for years to modernize the immigration system because dairy is specifically excluded from having H-2A employees. And so we rely on immigrants. And right now in Wisconsin, about 90% of the milk that's harvested every day from the cows that are here in the dairy, Wisconsin, or in America's dairy land, is harvested by immigrants. Without these immigrants, we would struggle. Well, we wouldn't exist, basically, and we wouldn't want to exist either.
Straightforward words from John Rosenau. He is a dairy producer in western Wisconsin, Cochrane, Fountain City. He said he's got 18 employees on his Wisconsin dairy. 13 are from Mexico. This new movement, again, called the Grow It Here campaign.
From sugar beet fields to dairy facilities, producers count on an operating line of credit from Ag Country Farm Credit Services to help make their operations more profitable. With multi-year commitment options, digital tools and remote deposit, and the ability to only borrow what you need when you need it, our operating line of credit makes financing your needs easier. Visit agcountry.com/line of credit or call 800-450-9858 to learn more. Terms apply. See website for details.
And good news from Indianapolis, where the 98th Annual National FFA Convention is getting underway. Wisconsin's National FFA Officer candidate, Alyssa Schauer from East Troy, will be advancing to the next round of interviews. I'm Pam Yankee.
92.7 WMDX, Madison's real news and great conversation, and home to the Todd Allball Show, Monday through Friday from 2 to 4.
It is going to be mostly cloudy today. Our high right around 59 this afternoon with wind out of the east at around 5 to 15. Tonight, scattered showers likely. Our low in the upper 30s to low 40s. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high of 57. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Current temp now 37.
Hey, Gordy, I got to admit, these hearing aids from Madison Hearing Aid Center changed my life.
Mine too, John. I thought I needed subtitles to talk to my grandkids.
And these aren't those old giant clunkers we saw in the old days. It's got Bluetooth, it's rechargeable, the works.
Yeah, my phone connects straight to my ears. I'm basically a cyborg now.
Well, you just figured out texting last year, too.
Yeah, baby steps. But I did call Madison Hearing Aid Center, and you should too. 608-249-4077.
608-249-4077. Tell them John and Gordy sent you.
No fear here, just monster savings at Verlo Mattress of Madison. This October, the only thing creeping near your bed is a deal too good to miss. We custom make every mattress so you know exactly what's inside. No tricks, just treats. Save hundreds on mattresses, foundations, headboards, sheets, and more. Monster savings at Verlo Mattress of Madison. Upgrade your bedroom and unleash the sleep of your dreams. American made, locally crafted, Verlo. Hurry in before these monster savings vanish. Verlo Mattress of Madison.
Todd Allbaugh.
Hey, everybody, if you're like me, you're an analog person living in a digital age. Join us next time. We'll talk about what skills will keep you.
An auto pin is gonna save the day. An auto pin's the only way. Country without your God, the truth would make you cry. An auto pin's gonna save the day.
Make a song about anything nowadays. WMDX 92.7, John and Gordy in the morning. Let's talk about the auto pen.
All right, we'll get to that. It is 7:35. Sunshine breaking through some of the clouds this morning, but the clouds are going to hang around through the day. Highs around 57. Right now it's 40-ish. Yeah, the Republicans send the Biden auto pen report to the Justice Department, urging further investigation. They want to eliminate anything that Biden signed with an auto pen. They're going to say that's void. That's what they're saying.
Well,
it's going to void.
We knew before that, though, that using the auto pen was okay. And you can use it anytime you want. There's nothing wrong with using the auto pen. That's the law. That's okay. But, of course, when you go through the GOP or MAGA filter, things change. They look a little distorted. Sometimes it's not very clear. And and here's one of those times. Get this. This committee, this MAGA committee, deemed void President Biden's executive actions that were signed using the auto pen.
Okay.
This sounds a little chaotic. And the committee determined that actions by the Department of Justice is warranted to address the legal consequences of that determination. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And that is going straight to Bondi.
Well, and they say at the report advances claims that Biden's mental state declined to a degree that allowed the White House officials to enact policies without his knowledge, and it focused heavily on the pardons he granted in office, including to his son, Hunter Biden. Here they go. Hunter Biden again. It's all about Hunter Biden.
It really is. Yeah.
The
Trump kids, they
just can't let it go.
They're well beyond Hunter Biden. They're making billions and billions of dollars in jobs they don't qualify for, and yet Hunter Biden.
It's all about Hunter.
Hunter. Did you know that he was using his dad's name in order to get his position,
advance his career?
Yeah,
really.
Isn't that amazing?
Why would he do that?
Yeah, I don't know. But I know the Trump kids aren't doing that.
No.
God, This is just so. Well, there is a different standard for these guys. Liberals, left, Democrats can't do what they do.
Right. We got a text here from Bryant. He says, it's not the fact that they're against governments, therefore cruelty, and if the government is hurting the other side or non-white, it couldn't make them happier.
Yeah,
sure, they're all pulling wings off of flies.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to Dick. He's on the phone this morning, 608-879-8255.
I agree with Bryant.
Yes.
What do you got, Dick?
Dick, good morning.
Excuse me.
You all right?
Well, their whole MO is do as I say, not as I do, pretty much.
Yep.
And to the declining health of Biden at that point, the media again dropping the ball. You don't have an MRI for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
And you'd never know it to see this media, how it's being covered. I mean, it's a joke, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Total joke, and the joke's on us, unfortunately.
Well, that MRI turned up, I guess you may have seen the old ads in the old days for aspirin. Well, it turned up that there was just a guy hammering a anvil. And and that's what they discovered in the MRI. It was
really okay.
It was a cartoon character hammering an anvil that made his head hurt.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, thanks for that bumper music. That last one.
Yeah.
Oh,
nothing like Terry Kath.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Terry Kath was an amazing guitar player with Chicago. Yes. Sad ending to him. But yeah, thank you, Dick. Appreciate that call. 608-879-8255.
The auto pen thing was a 93-page report.
Isn't that something? Yeah,
they have this is what they're doing in their time off. This is just, let's write up something about the auto pen, which is legal. You can use it for anything you want.
Well,
it's the president's prerogative to do these things.
Has Trump not used the auto pen? I mean,
we know he has.
Yeah.
Of course, that's why he goes out there and he signs all of those documents, executive orders.
Yeah, with that extra big magic marker he's got.
Because now he's not using the auto pen. We know that.
Ah, yeah.
But all the other things that we don't know about that he has used the auto pen for, well, that's okay. Again, this is chaotic. This puts a lot of people on edge, and that's what they want to do. They just want to make people feel very uncomfortable. The people who got, you know, I guess, what, you know?
What do you mean?
You know, the people that were given, what is it?
Sounds like
they were given a pass from their sentences. They were given
pardons.
Pardons.
Okay,
There you go.
right.
Anyway, those people are on edge. Everybody is on edge. So this is not a good story to have.
Well, did Trump use an auto pen for all the January 6th pardons? That was just a blanket pardon. So was that, just one signature, or did he have to use an auto pen for all of those signatures?
I think that was an auto pen.
Well, the thousands.
From what I remember, the reports on that it was an auto pen.
So all those are void now,
Yeah.
according to what they're doing. Okay.
Trump is Stephen Miller's auto pen.
According to Mark. Thank you for that text.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's get to something that is really, really important, because we were talking about Chicago and the reports down there.
Yes.
The media down there is doing a fantastic job reporting on ICE and what they're up to. So let's check out Rachel Maddow talking about it last night.
I got to tell you, local newspapers in the great city of Chicago, local TV stations in the great city of Chicago, local community media, including online media and even social media in Chicago, have all been really good, actually, at showing us what has turned into a generationally defining battle of Chicago, a battle between the good people of that city and Trump's federal forces that really are just wreaking havoc there. I mean, remember, there are not any troops or National Guard in Chicago, even though they're trying their best to make it look like that. It's just federal immigration agents dressed up like they're in the military and pretending like they've been trained to deserve to wear the military-style outfits that they're in. These are people who are just winging it, crashing into cars and then speeding away, chasing people on bikes like they're in a Benny Hill sequence. Right, randomly wrestling people to the ground with no idea what to do with these people or how to secure the scene or how to contend with the inevitably enraged onlookers who can tell that these guys have no idea what they're doing. These guys are rolling down car windows and aiming weapons at random civilians' faces. Really? Right, using tear gas all day, everywhere, in multiple neighborhoods all over Chicago, around schools, gassing Chicago cops. I mean, even when there's nothing going on but people yelling at them, which is not a sufficient reason to use tear gas, they just use tear gas all the time because they apparently are completely untrained in the use of this as a chemical munition. Channel 5, the NBC station in Chicago, has been documenting how Trump's apparently untrained federal agents seem to be making a habit now out of shooting protesters in the face with pepper balls. This weekend in Little Village in Chicago, there was a big organized protest against what Trump's immigration agents have been doing in that neighborhood. But every day, all over the city of Chicago, it's not organized protests. It's spontaneous, organic protests, what are called rapid response groups. These are people who have not necessarily been activists before. They're not necessarily part of any kind of an organization. They just live somewhere in the greater Chicago area. They're just neighbors who are now organizing themselves in an ad hoc way into rapid response groups, running out into the street and trying to protect their neighbors and alert their neighborhoods when Trump's agents show up chaotically and try to take people or start beating people up. It is honestly hard to keep track of all the places where Chicago residents are showing up in the streets. At local restaurants, at local churches, at local businesses, just in residential neighborhoods, people out in the streets telling these federal agents to get out. And, I've never lived in Chicago. I don't know Chicago well at all, but I've been learning a lot about the city. We're just reading the local press every day, just trying to take notes and keep up on all the different neighborhoods where these neighborhood rapid response efforts are showing up. Avondale, Lakeview, Mount Prospect, Rolling Meadows, Little Village, Brighton Park, East Side, Irving Park, Albany Park, Logan Square, back of the yards. I mean, every day it's more reporting on more Chicagoans blowing whistles and honking their horns and coming out in force and holding one another by the arms and loudly and peacefully saying, no, 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 not here. You're not doing this here. We are not going to stand for it in our neighborhood. Go home. And they usually say it with way more swearing than that. But you know what? That is your right. Tomorrow morning, the Customs and Border Patrol chief, who Trump has had leading these shambolic wannabe military exercises against the people of Chicago. Trump also had this same guy lead these efforts in L.A. That CBP chief is going to have to testify in federal court tomorrow morning as to whether he has been defying court orders.
And he did.
Yeah.
After a judge ordered that federal agents in Chicago must stop all the tear gas and pepper balls and all the other restricted munitions they have been using willy-nilly without warning and apparently without restraint at all against protesters and journalists and clergy and random passersby.
All right.
Yeah.
That testimony
So that's what's happening in Chicago.
Wow, there's a lot going on in Chicago.
Well, and you know, having grown up in that area out in the burbs, she's exactly right about the neighborhoods. It's a collection of neighborhoods from all over Chicago, and they all have their different response teams ready. They're all keeping a track on what's happening with ICE, and it's going on, not just downtown or in one collected area. It's all over the city, popping up.
Once we see some of those videos where they're shooting the tear gas and
I know. Well, yes, the tear gas. My theory is that makes for great video.
It does.
Because then it really looks like it's a riot.
Right.
That's going on. I mean, it amplifies the
visual.
visual.
You can just have people walking through the tear gas. They're not just casually
running away from the tear gas.
It's just like it must be a war zone there.
Yeah. No.
And so this is all showbiz, and that's what I learned early on when they were doing this.
It's all a show.
The ICE thing was just a complete show.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it wasn't that the protesters were causing any trouble. It was the fact that they were being attacked and dragged, and suddenly every ICE agent or every National Guard trooper were piling on.
Right.
That's what was happening.
Let's go to the phones. Catherine is on the line here. Good morning, Catherine. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Hey.
Thanks for making me sad again. Really great show. I'm really sad.
Well,
I
good.
just wanted to. Good. It should be. I want to just propose that we get the John and Gordy whistle made.
Oh.
Because
Got a
how
workshop.
we get them out there. But we just keep thinking it's not going to happen here. It's not going to come here. But they already have come here. They've already grabbed 7 people, citizens of our city.
Yep.
And they're going to come back. They're just hanging out in Chicago for now, but they're going to get bored and come up to Madison. So we need the whistles from John and Gordy.
Absolutely.
John and Gordy whistles, yes.
We'll put an order in on that.
Right. We got to workshop that a little bit and get those out there and get them to our people. Yes. It is 7:48. We're coming back to wrap things up for this Tuesday in just a moment on WMDX.
Madison, helping people change their lives by improving their hearing. They offer fast and flexible appointments with individualized care. Go to MadisonHearingAidCenter.com and take a free hearing test online. They help John Peterson, they help me, and they can help you too. Call them at 608-249-4077. Don't let hearing loss frustrate you anymore. Go to MadisonHearingAidCenter.com.
I'm Dan Schaefer. Let's recombobulate. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation just announced the official start date for one of its biggest ever construction projects, the I-94 East-West project, which will reconstruct and widen a 3.5-mile stretch of interstate highway in the city of Milwaukee and Milwaukee County. This is a massive project with an estimated cost of more than $1.7 billion. And with this official start date announced also came estimates for how long this will take. Construction is expected to last until 2030. 2033. At the recombobulation area, this project is something we've covered extensively, including with an award-winning 4-part series called Expanding the Divide. It might be worth revisiting that series and considering how unnecessary and expensive an extra lane is, and how in southeastern Wisconsin, we're going to be dealing with construction and delays for the next 8 years in order to shave a few minutes off suburban commute times, while the city streets and city problems go ignored once again.
Find all of Dan's work at the recombobulation area.
Cranberry juice, cranberry wine, cranberry brats, cranberry cream puffs. And excuse me, but my cranberry bread is ready. It's cranberry season in Wisconsin, and we're the cranberry capital of not just the U.S., but our farmers also produce more than half of the world's cranberry supply. So can you guess which state Wisconsin beat out to earn the #1 spot? New Jersey, Washington State, Massachusetts? The answer coming up. Fall is harvest time, and you can see the machines rolling through the marshlands, which are flooded to help the cranberries float to the top. But it hasn't always been this easy. Back in the mid-1800s, the berries had to be picked by hand. It took another 100 years for the right equipment to be built to help with this harvest. Okay, so Wisconsin owns the cranberry capital title, but which state lost it to us? Massachusetts, which has been #2 ever since. By the way, the cranberry is the official state fruit, making it a true slice of Wisconsin. I'm Terry Barr for the Civic Media Radio Network.
Seems like nobody in America agrees on much of anything these days.
But can we agree the federal government shouldn't tax people into poverty?
If you work full-time, you should be able to afford your basic needs. Don't you think? We're the patriotic millionaires.
We believe your full-time job should cover what it costs to live. You think your first $45,000 of income should be tax-free.
And multimillionaires?
We should pay more to fund your tax cut. Go to first45taxfree.com to learn more. A working class tax cut paid for by millionaires. That's an idea we can all agree on.
Get down with your bad self one time.
Popcorn. It's John and Gordy in the morning, WMDX 92.7 on your old radio dial. Of course, we're podcasting as well. You can check us out on Spotify, on YouTube.
Yes.
You can catch us live as well.
Right here.
I wouldn't suggest that, though, is sometimes,
What are you talking about?
you need a little break.
Oh,
there we are.
On the Facebook and on the YouTube.
Yeah, there. See, we are.
The tubes,
right
there we are. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's it.
I got this is my new plaid shirt.
Oh, yeah, you
nice
bought
dark blue.
your flannel shirt of
Isn't
the
that
year.
Kind of cool.
I like it.
Kind of
It's
a
nice.
midnight blue.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Well, thanks.
Okay.
Real sincere.
Yeah, okay, I like it. What do you want? Big thumbs up for me? I don't know. Good selection in your choice of shirts today.
Hey, thanks.
I
needed that.
You got to go on the YouTube and check it out. See for
Yeah,
yourself.
you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, let me just...
Okay. You going to model it, too? Okay. 7:53. Oh, you got the moves there. Okay. Highs today in the upper 50s. Hey, you could win your dinner from WMDX and Sugar River Pizza. It's easy to do to enter. You just go to WMDXradio.com and go up to the carousel and click on the Sugar River Pizza logo there. And, it's all to help celebrate Sugar River Pizza winning Best of Madison, Best Pizza. We give away a $50 gift card each and every week. Then we throw out all the entries and start all over on Monday. So you have chances to win each and every week. Go to WMDXradio.com and you could win a $50 gift card from Sugar River Pizza and WMDX.
All right.
We're getting suggestions. Catherine was talking about that John and Gordy whistle, and we are working on that. So you could, use the whistle if you see ICE agents or, some sort of activity going on that looks questionable.
We're worried, though. There are people who can't whistle or can't
hear a whistle.
Can't hear a whistle.
Frequency might be not.
So
right. What about? Oh, we had a suggestion from Steve of Mount Orab for an air horns.
Yes.
John and Gordy air horns.
Wow.
What would that? Yeah, that would get some attention. Why don't we can work on that?
I think that even sounds better. I think that's what we
better
need.
than a whistle.
Yes.
A little bit more expensive, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
How much do those
We're
cost?
we're working on a budget.
$50.
$50?
Yes, probably around there, 40 or 50.
I think those
have
whistles
one.
are. Do you have?
Yeah, I have one. I can bring it in tomorrow. We can play it on air. We don't need a sound effect or anything. You know.
All right.
Okay. Well, all
Let's
right.
try that then.
Test that out.
Yeah, this
Got
old.
a few more minutes.
I got this old story from. About Jesse Waters.
Is this an uplifting,
Jesse,
upbeat story
well, yeah,
to end the show with?
It's kind of uplifting because
That's our new
it
feature,
shows how much of an idiot this guy is.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's always fun. This is Jesse Waters saying, "I didn't say we are at war." See, it was a rhetoric thing. We were always talking about war. Well, he says he never said it. Let's listen to cut 11 here. Okay, this is cut 11.
All right.
They are at war with us. Whether we want to accept it or not, they are at war with us. And what are we going to do about it? How much political violence are we going to tolerate? This is a war we didn't ask for, and this is a war they can't win.
Okay, so I guess he didn't say war, did he?
I thought he did.
He didn't bring it up, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he did.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
All right. But he's in denial now.
Let's play that.
Maybe. Okay.
And what are the Democrats saying? They're saying this is war. They're saying that this is the Gestapo, that it's
You
Nazism.
said we are at war.
No, that's what I said. They said. Chris Murphy said, quote, "This is war. We're at war, and we have to do whatever's necessary to win it."
Oh, yeah.
And that's the kind of language you use when you're in a democracy.
Okay. Yes, you can use any language like that in a democracy, from what I
Freedom of
remember
speech,
anyway.
yes.
Yes.
Seems
Yes, the
like that
First
was a big-
Amendment right, seemingly.
Right, yeah.
Way back
Was,
when, right?
yeah.
Now let's get to this is a clip that my MAGA friend in Milwaukee sent me.
Oh, good.
Democrats are very light on crime. We really don't want to lock anybody up. We want to just, slap on the wrist and let them out of jail for just about anything. So he sent me this little clip, and let's play cut 13. This is cut 13. Let's listen.
Okay.
Frank, wake up. Someone is breaking in. You better go down and make sure he doesn't slip or trip over anything.
Oh, and I left the peanut butter out. What if he has allergies?
Is that it? That's
Yeah,
all of that.
that's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
That's hilarious, actually.
Oh, it got me thinking now.
Yeah, right.
Maybe, I could set up my home. Not only do I have, cameras and lights and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe now I should put out the peanut butter and leave the jar open.
You got the Ring cameras all set up?
I do.
Oh, yeah.
I do,
Okay.
yeah. I recharged one of them.
Yeah.
But
Well, security's important.
I know it is.
Days,
I put lights up all around the house.
Yeah, motion detection.
Motion detecting
things.
lights, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
You are set, man.
I am, and I've got Ring doorbells all around the house.
The space
I didn't
car.
know- I didn't know how else to do that.
You have special security on the space car. Does that have a car alarms and stuff?
It has a seat catapult.
Ejectors.
Yeah, ejection seat. Because
those are cool. With a parachute.
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
remember I had a catapult seat in a little toy car that I had. I sent a lot of troopers out into the green grass of the lawn.
Oh, those were the days.
Yeah.
Boy.
Boy,
Okay.
using our imaginations again. That's all before cell phones, by the way, just to let you know.
Ah, yes. Okay. Hey, tomorrow on the show, Mike McKay will join us because it's Wednesday, and he joins us each and every Wednesday. And he's got a brand new Substack article that's got a naughty word in it. It just came out a few minutes ago. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And he's going to get, R-rated. Okay. We'll have that tomorrow and a whole lot more, right? All the news of the day.
We have so much more.
Okay. Stephanie Miller is right around the corner next. We hope you have a wonderful day. So long.
John and Gordy Show. John and Gordy in the morning. As we were saying, let the sun shine. It's the John and Gordy Show.